more than about 200, 300 doctors come for a conference where doctors from different fields, name anything, allopathy, homeopathy, Ayurveda, Siddha, local systems of medicine, anyone. He invites all of them, and then an open discussion on sky practices and how it influences. A very serious debate goes on. And such conferences is really bringing the different systems of medicine to come together. Otherwise, they seem to work like different compartments, each competing with the other. Now he, exactly like Swamiji, bringing everything together has been his motto, and he has been very successful in that. And then, of course, he's an excellent teacher. He has been organizing. Another important contribution has been with NIMHANS. He had a very serious discussion, and NIMHANS wants to do some research in this area. NIMHANS, as you all know, it's a mental health science in Bangalore. It's doing very great service, and they're impressed by Dr. Ravindranath's taking of Swamiji's system, and they're ready to do research on that. So he started consciousness conference, consciousness seminars. I think more than about 300 such lectures have happened so far. For all this, it is Dr. Ravindranath. I don't want to take any more time. I want the title today is Meditation Mechanics for Beginners. I think the title is not adequate. Meditation mechanics for anyone, even senior people can ask questions on, get clarification on how the meditation, what it does to our body and mind and to the spirit. So listen to him and bombard him with questions, because then his creativity comes up. All the best. Just like
he likes
you,
it.
Just like you, I'm also very seriously interested in listening to him. Thank you, Dr. Ravindranath, for joining. Be blessed. Sir, you can take over.
Thank you, sir, for your nice words. Am I audible?
Yes, sir, you are.
Right. Okay. வாழ்க வையகம், வாழ்க வையகம், வாழ்க வளமுடன். குரு வாழ்க, வேதாத்திரியமே துணை. Dear friends, thanks for sharing this evening with me. Now I want to talk some basics in meditation. Though NIMHANS people are going to do research, a high-tech research on the sky system, I'm going to talk about the fundamentals, basic. The simple meditation, which we all do, which you have done just now, starts with what? The atmosphere around us is purified, isn't it? Let it be interactive. One of you can answer so that I am sure that I am audible. Okay. Hello.
Yes, yeah. Okay, sure.
Right.
Yeah.
Audible.
Right. Yeah.
Yes.
If I keep hearing your voice now and then, I can proceed fast. Right. The atmosphere around us is purified. What does it mean? Somebody out of this 50 can answer. What does it mean? What do you understand by the atmosphere around you is purified?
I request I request anyone to raise hands and talk. I can unmute.
Hello, right.
Yes, Ayya. Okay.
Yes, the
See
chat
the
box is
atmosphere.
remove negativity.
It removes all negativity and adds all positivity. It makes it divine. What is the purest space available for you without any contamination? That atmosphere around you, when it becomes totally pure, it can only be absolute space, nothing else. So you are invoking the divine with this command, and the atmosphere around you is absolute space, Sutta Veli. That's all. So when you get absolute space around you, what will be one's experience? We all know that absolute space is the limitless, vast, all-pervasive space, fundamental, basic to everything that has evolved from it. So this space, when it surrounds you, its inherent quality of a surrounding self-compressive force. If you are in a meditative mood, you can feel the pressure around you. If there is pressure, if the divine space is surrounding you in all directions, front, back, right, left, and up and below. So it is as though you are immersed in space. You can easily imagine getting underwater. What happens? The water presses you, and if you don't resist, you will be coming to the surface of it because of the pressure of water. Those who do swimming can understand it better. Like that, the pressure is exerted around you, all around, in all directions. And the pressure within the body is not above this surrounding pressure. So it allows the through your body. So when it is entering the body has the spinning system of the 7 tadus, the life force particles, and the biomagnetic wave. All of them are spinning within this body. So when the energy enters in the form of a wave, energy comes only in the form of a wave. So it enters and it is passing. It moves, advances within your body towards the center, where there is the genetic center, and center of the genetic center has absolute space. So it comes and touches the center of the genetic center, where it meets directly opposite, diagonally opposite force entering from the other side. Both of them meet and get their direction reversed. And right from the absolute space, the divinity, divine cosmic energy is entering into you, comes to the genetic center, gets repelled from the opposite side and reverses the direction and starts moving to the periphery of this thing. Within the body, all vibrations, the waves from 40 to 0, mind waves, they are all above this absolute space velocity, which is 0. So they push the other waves, high frequency waves outside and fills. This is what you say, the divine cosmic energy fills the body. அருட்பேராற்றல் உடலிலே உயிரிலே அலையலையாக பாய்ந்து நிரம்பட்டும். So that is what you mean and experience the divine cosmic energy expelling your other higher frequencies outside. What is the result? The body and mind gets purified. Here, when you imagine, when you allow the divine cosmic energy to act within you, in the body and mind becomes purified. So what Maharishi says, whether you understand it or not, it happens actually. And with this explanation given to you now, if you experience
வாழ்க வளமுடன்.
I think
We are
there's
not
a
able
problem.
to hear you.
So you're not audible now.
Audible. Your signal is bad. Just once.
you'll definitely feel lighter once you begin the meditation than before the meditation, because of the absolute space occupying the entire body.
Excuse me, Dr. Ravindranath, there is some problem. It's not fully audible.
The real body really actually is getting purified. It is filled with the divine vibrations, divine cosmic vibrations. This is the big step, or what you want to experience with years of practice of meditation. This you achieve it even in the very first, the LKG level itself. So I want you all to understand this and appreciate this. Can I have anyone responding to my request? What have you understood? Akila, can you answer?
Let me tell you, tell the audience that he is a teacher.
வாழ்க வளமுடன் sir. வாழ்க வளமுடன். We become blissful. We become blissful.
Yeah. We become blissful. What you will be experiencing in Turyatita or beyond in Samadhi states is helping you even before you start your meditation. So that is the way in which Maharishi has designed it. And I wonder what would have been the experience of Maharishi to give it to the newcomers, the beginners. Anyway, that is it. And in addition to that, what you do next, you invoke the blessings of Mother, Father, Guru. These three people are the most interested souls in the earth, and their blessings mean a lot. If son is not getting the blessings from his mother. Anybody's curse, we will be able to bear and manage, but mother's curse, we will not be able to manage. We cannot be free from her curses. And fortunately for you, no mother curses their progeny, their son or daughter. Whatever wrong you do to her, even if you abandon her, she will bless you. So, and that blessing is a wholehearted blessing, and that works really. So, when you do anything with 100% of your heart, what is the impact of that 100%? The impact of the 100% is there is no mind left other than this blessing. And when the wave is not there, what is there? The sea only is there. Similarly, when your thought force is not there, the other end of mind is almighty. And here also, the mother's blessing is coming from a state of divinity. Since she is wholeheartedly without any part of the mind left, it is 100% of the mind. When you do anything with 100% of involvement, it is equivalent to what divinity is doing. So these blessings from mother, father, and guru is very, very significant, important contribution that will make your meditation succeed. Now, after that, what do? You give the divine protection. So what this protection means, you have any second uncovered by the divine protection. Day and night, in all your endeavors, whatever you do, your invocation protects you with the divine power. So that itself is a complete protection. So you are singly, doubly, triply, so many ways. The atmosphere around you is congenial for your meditation. The energy within your body is again divine cosmic energy, and you are getting the blessings of your parents and guru, and again you get the divine protection also. So multi-pronged approach to safeguard you. Then you meditate. So when you sit for the meditation, which position will be more congenial, more helpful for your meditation? You all know the Sukhasana, Padmasana, and Vajrasana. And there is yet another asana called Yoni Mudrasana, where the heel of the left leg, left foot is kept touching the anus, and the other leg, right leg, is just in front of it. If you people try to practice this, unfortunately my PowerPoint cannot be projected because of the problem. Somehow I am happy that Nature Maharishi is helping the audio to function. So when your left heel touches the anterior lip of the anus and the other leg left flat on the ground, this is Yoni Mudrasana. The significance of this Yoni Mudrasana is, according to the scriptures, this is the method followed by the ultimate energy, the Lord Shiva. According to the records of the Shankaramat Sringeri, the fourth from the last pontiff, he was asking the third junior, that is the guru of the present mutt head. His guru's guru asked him to go and meditate, and where he will be meeting with an instructor and do accordingly. In that description, they follow the 9 center meditation. And in this meditation, the posture instructed by the instructor for the Sringeri junior guru was Yoni Mudrasana. And if people who are interested can go to that literature, it is available in the books. And it exactly tallies with our own 9 center meditation. The steps are given in great detail. Those who are interested can go to that. And this is for the position you occupy. When you sit in this Yoni Mudrasana, you can sit for any number of hours without difficulty. And when you sit in this, the spine automatically becomes erect and facilitates meditation. The second step here, after sitting in this asana, whichever asana is you are comfortable with, you keep the spine straight, erect, and retract the shoulders. Open up the chest. If you retract the shoulders and allow the front of the chest to expand, the free flow of air inside and outside, the breathing will not be disturbing your meditation. When you sit with a hunchback, you have to spend more energy even to breathe. But when you sit erect and retract the shoulders backwards, it opens up. Then if you inhale 10 to 20% of your breath and keep the lungs inflated, further entry of air inside and outside is effortless. And this will help your concentration in the meditation. And next, you all know the position of the tongue helps a lot. So what do you do before taking a ojas breath? You fold your tongue and keep it touching just behind the soft uvula, the tongue inside, ulnaku. So when you keep it there, the passage of energy from, as per Kaikalpa even, from Muladhar to Sahasradhar. So energy flow will be from below upwards automatically. The way between the nose and the brain opens up. The posterior pharynx, just behind the tongue, the space connects you to the brain, head, within the skull. And this is done by folding the tongue. Now, you all know that we have two nadis, the Ida and Pingala. It is called Surya Chandra Nadis. The right eye corresponds to the Surya Nadi and the left eye corresponds to the Chandra Nadi. Is it clear? Are you hearing?
Yes, sir. Yes.
Right. So, male, when he is in Surya Nadi, his body performs better. They also say it is the father's representation. He is on the right side for the male and left side for the female. The Surya Nadi is cooperating well with the male and the Chandra Nadi is cooperating. It is facilitating activity, sadhana in the female. So the male has to keep his focus on keep his Surya Nadi operative and lady, the Chandra Nadi operative. This is possible by simple procedure, that is, you keep your attention on the right eye for the male, left eye for the female. This changes. This you can verify when you are practicing. When you keep your attention on the right eye, it is the right nostril that facilitates air movement. When you keep it on the left eye, it is the left nostril that is functional. So this also activates the Surya Nadi in the male and Chandra Nadi in the female. So these are all the unexplained things which you have not been paying attention probably. If you pay your attention on that, you will be able to do better, understand better. So now we can go to this thing. If all of you can practice, just try to sit in a comfortable asana, Vajrasana or Padmasana or Artha Padmasana, and sit erect and just raise your shoulders and head, straighten. Try to increase your height voluntarily. That will keep the spine erect. It not only does that, when you retract your shoulders, it allows the lungs to exchange gases freely with less energy. When you do that and keep your tongue folded just in back in the Kayakalpa Ojas breath position, you will automatically feel the meditative experience in Agnya or Turiya wherever you concentrate. Before you start the meditation, if you assume this position, this itself will give you that feeling. Then you start your Agnya meditation. When you start your Agnya meditation, in between you focus your attention in between the eyebrows. And in our Tamil Siddha literature, the left eye is the Chandragni and the right eye is the Suryagni. And the Agnya chakra is the Maharagni. And all the three combined together, A, U, Im, is Om. So the primary initial exhibition of the divine power is Om, and that is formed by the 3 points, the right eye, left eye, and the in between the eyebrow. These 3 points are represented in the Ayudha Eluthu, Akkanna. They even call it Akkanna Yogam. So this point, automatically the Agnya gets activated. This you can observe in between the eyebrows. In between the eyebrows, you get a altered feeling initially. You feel something heavy there, heavier than the rest of the areas. If you concentrate on that sensation, then it becomes intensified. Your attention is doing a big help in your meditation. Wherever your attention is directed, the biomagnetism will flow to that point. If you think about your right hand and middle of the palm and focus your attention, think of your, in your mind, the center point of your right palm, then energy will automatically flow to that point. If you keep gazing that point for a minute, you will feel the Agnya feeling, the meditative feeling in the center of the hand. And if you breathe and mentally give a command for the energy to come and occupy the middle of the right palm, the energy will flow through the hand and come and accumulate in the palm. The same thing will happen when you meditate also, Agnya meditation. You focus your attention there, energy from all over the body will get directed to this thing, and the way you are sitting will facilitate the movement of the energy biomagnetism from the Mooladhara to the Agnya point. This will also augment the feeling you are feeling in Agnya. Now you are able to feel the energy there, the heaviness there easily, and if you have spent a minute or two in this way, you can feel a warmth in between the eyebrow. At the Agnya point, you can feel the warmth. Now you have two expressions of the magnetic energy in the Agnya. One is the heat and the second is the pressure. So the pressure, first you felt it, and then the second you have appreciated the heat there. Now with this, making it easy for you to recognize the Agnya feeling, the altered area of meditative feeling, you can now venture to mark out that area. If you think of the hairline, there is no feeling. If you look at the bridge of the nose below, you have no feeling. But in between the two eyebrows, you have the feeling. And if you move a centimeter away from that point, that feeling is not there. So you go on 360 degrees at the Agnya point and mark the area where you feel the meditative feeling. That is the pressure and the heat. Both of them, if you connect all the points, it will be a circle. And identifying this circle, marking out this circle helps you in meditation. I tell you how. So once you have identified the altered feeling which you get out of meditation, what is this feeling due to? It is due to the accumulation of the biomagnetism by your act of meditation. So this, hello?
Yes, Ayya, we can hear you.
Oh,
Yes.
thank you, thank you.
Yeah, please
Wonderful,
go ahead.
Madam.
Fine.
So now you can feel the meditative effect in the Ajna area separately. Now, in your meditation, you focus, roll your eyeballs towards Ajna. Roll them up and inwards towards Ajna. What happens is, when you do focus your eyeballs, not only the thought, it is the eyeballs rolled up and inwards towards the Ajna. There will be an intense augmentation of the feeling which you get there in Ajna. This will further increase your cognition of the experience of the meditation, Ajna meditation. Now you have the breath also. When I asked you to focus at the middle of the palm, your attention, I said the energy you can feel come running from the shoulder to the elbow, elbow to the wrist, and wrist to the hand. The same thing happens when you consciously breathe. Now, instead of breathing through your nose, you breathe through your Ajna. When you breathe through your Ajna, the air which is coming from inside, from the lungs to the nose and then to the Ajna point, and then the air comes out through the nostrils, right and left nostrils. But the energy, because of your command, will remain, will add up to the Ajna point. So when you inhale, the incoming air along with the magnetism, universal magnetism, gets into the brain, into the nose, and touches the Ajna point. There deposits the energy there. Since your attention is focused in Ajna, it accumulates in that area. In that way, you can feel as though you get a touch by the Guru, initiator, with each inspiration, which each time air entering into, it gives a touch. Each time air comes out of your this thing, it touches it. So with this constant self-touching, your perception, cognition about the Ajna change of energy level, the feeling there, it will constantly be renewed and you will not be wandering about at all. The concentration will be aided fully, totally. Now you have experienced with Kayakalpa, as you put Ashwani Mudra, if you keep your attention in Ajna, what happens? With each Ashwani Mudra, energy comes and bangs at Ajna. It touches at Ajna, isn't it? So this also can further augment the energy accumulation at the Ajna level. So with your persistent, continued effort on meditation, there is more and more accumulation of energy in the Ajna point, and this increases the sensation, pressure sensation, heaviness there and also increases the heat there. And what is the nature of the absolute space which is surrounding you, compressing you? It has the nature of quivering and kinematic property. So when you allow that also to act, there is a rocking of the Agnya area, and further it starts rotating. You feel something crawling in the Agnya area. It is because of this effect there. And on increasing your focus there with the eyes, with the breath, and with the Ashwani Mudra and all, the energy, the compression at the Agnya point increases, and just like the space, because of this intense compression, fragments to dust particles which start spinning. Similarly, you will get a spin in the Agnya area. You can experience the energy spinning, self-rotating. So this self-rotation at the Agnya makes it further interesting. And when you concentrate still further, you get amazing changes which you don't recognize. What are the amazing changes? Initially, you are feeling at the in between the eyebrow, at the Agnya point, was just at the skin level. Hello. Hello.
Sorry, yeah, I think somebody was unmuted.
Right. But you continue to hear me.
Yes, yeah, we can hear you.
Right.
Thank you.
So when you start the meditation, the initial heaviness feeling will be at the skin level. Now, when it starts screwing up, spinning up, then to your surprise, that feeling, Agnya feeling, meditative feeling, will be a few millimeters inside the Agnya, inside the skin level. So there has been an advance inward travel of your accumulated energy at the Agnya point towards the interior of the head. What you have in the Agnya point, in between the eyebrow point, you have the two halves of the brain come together, and the empty space in between the two halves of the brain is there, just behind the Agnya. And so the energy which you have accumulated in the Agnya point, which is started spinning, advances easily without resistance straight behind the Agnya point. If this energy goes further, if you help facilitate this inward journey of the Agnya point, it comes to a structure, physical structure, a old round filament bulbs will be looking like a circle below and a neck above. A similar structure is pituitary. Pituitary is the first object which is receiving the energy of the meditation. So, since it is a solid structure, it absorbs more energy, accommodates the receptacle area for the energy to accumulate. When the energy accumulates there, the heat further becomes more. And if heat increases more and more, what will happen to the charcoal or to the iron rod kept in the fire? When it absorbs more and more heat, it becomes red, isn't it? Similarly, the pituitary also becomes luminous, red, and emits the energy from the pituitary. This energy goes up, and from the pituitary, it goes to the infundibulum of the pituitary, to the hypothalamus, and to the thalamus. Like that, it proceeds upwards. So this is what you will be feeling on meditating for a while. And if the energy which you accumulate increases further, then you get a light there, the brightness there. Until the appearance of this brightness, it was dark. The Agnya point, the meditative point, was dark. And you could feel the weight, heat, and the spin of it. Now light is added, and you get the light there. And if you observe the three phenomena, the pressure, the temperature, and the light, all these are nothing but magnetism at different levels. Initially, what you felt was the effect of air. The Akash effect was the pressure there. When it further increases to the second Tanmatra level, then you get the sensation of movement of air there. When it further increases, you get the heat, the friction between the accumulated energy and the passing energy, creating a heat there. And then you get the light, the flame itself. So this is what the Hindu spiritualists call Jyoti, the Aritperum Jyoti there. And it starts from the Agnya point, moves upwards. And then the heat is curving backwards. From the Agnya point, it touches the brain stem, and in the brain stem, it spreads to the area around. What you have is a reticular formation there, the brain stem, where you have the heart center, respiratory center, thermoregulatory center, and body temperature center. Everything, all vital automatic phenomena of the body. What all I said, heart beating, movement of air, the movement, the temperature in the body, the flow of blood in the body, all are vital events taking place without your awareness, your knowledge, without your command. It goes on. So these are all biological activities, very essential for the continuation of the life. So these biological factors are all covered by your Agnya meditation, and they make it all right. Your awareness, your wakefulness, sleepness, everything is covered in that central reticular formation, and that is under the influence of Agnya, and this creates a beautiful experience if it is followed. Understanding theoretically helps you to experience practically. Now it is 7:30. At this point, I think I stop and look for your understanding. I'll be happy if you have understood what I said. Shall we hand over the mic to you people?
Yes, thank you, Doctor. Thank you so much for a very explicit explanation of meditation. And rightly said by Balachandranaya, you have given a beautiful connection of science and spirituality. And we would love to have you again with a PPT presentation, because many of them wanted it in the chat box. They were asking, and many have seen you attended your speech with a PPT representation. And anyway,
I will ask my computer assistant to get ready, laptop and the
Okay.
PPT ready for
Yes.
the chance when it comes, then we will
Sure.
see. Right.
Definitely. Thank you so much. It was really a beautiful explanation. Thank you so much for your speech. I'll just unmute Vidya. Yes, Vidya, you can unmute. Yeah, thank you.
வாழ்க வளமுடன் ஐயா.
All heard.
Yeah, that was fabulous, and very simply, in a very simple manner, things was explained very beautifully, and definitely it's kind of unseen only. We will not be knowing it, but still it will keep happening while we are meditating. My concern, you were telling about folding the tongue, like how we do it in Kayakalpa. The same posture we are going to do it while meditating, right, Aya?
Yes.
Yeah, like it. I mean, we will be doing as usual Nadi Shuddhi, and then clearance, and then after that we will just go with the usual procedure, but only the sitting posture, Yoni Mudrasana, and then tongue. We'll be folding our tongue throughout the period, right, Aya? That is what was told. For that is for 20 minutes.
You can call it Kesari Mudra. Kesari Mudra.
Kesari Mudra. Okay,
Folded,
so that is for the entire time.
Folded tongue is Kesari Mudra.
Okay, so fine. Until we are done with the complete procedure, we will stay with the same posture.
Yes,
and
yes. And I have forgotten to elaborate you on Nadi Siddhi and Tandivada Siddhi. Spinal clearance and Nadi Siddhi, Nadi Shodhana. It has explanations which I probably missed it during my elaboration. I'll do it on another occasion. That is how we hook invitations.
In parts of meditation, how do we feel exactly the clearance part, Aya? Like we do, it's like theoretically we have been told, and practically we've been doing is we inhale with both the nostrils, and we assume that the energy is raising from Muladhara to Agnya, and then when we exhale, it's gone, it's going back from Agnya to Muladhara. That is how we have been practicing.
In physics, what they do is put a coil around a piece of iron, electric coil around that, and when they pass the current for some time, and then they remove the iron from the coil, it becomes they see, to their surprise, it becomes a magnet.
Yes.
What is the difference between
it's a property of a solenoid.
What is the difference between ordinary iron and a magnet? The molecules in the magnet are all streamlined. North pole faces the north, south pole faces the south. So in between each atom, each molecule will, south pole will meet the north pole will meet the south pole. And there is a continuity of polarity, and the energy passes in line, in streamline, which becomes magnet. Similarly, in spinal clearance, by using your kundalini energy, you are passing it on from Muladhara to Agnya, Agnya back to Muladhara. So when you keep doing this, the irregularity is the haphazard arrangement of the atoms in the body. Here it is in the iron, it is atoms and molecules. In the body, it is the cells. The polarity between the cells will get unidirectional, and this facilitates movement of energy from one side to the other, either from above below or below upwards. So you have created the polarity by spinal clearance. In Nadi Shuddhi, you manipulate the three nadis, Ida, Pingala, and the Sushumna. And invariably you have to block your nostril to breathe through the right or to the left. You have to block one nostril physically, which disturbs your concentration. Instead, you can do it without touching the nose. Experienced people won't touch the nose during Nadi Shuddhi. So what do? When they inhale, they keep their attention on the right eye or on the right brain. And when they breathe out, they move to the other half of the brain, that is left half of the brain, and take their attention from the right eye to the left eye. And then the left nadi, Chandra nadi, opens up and air selectively goes through that outside or inside. So inhalation or exhalation can be done either by the right or by the left according to your choice by focusing your attention to the eye and the brain. One of the practitioner who was finding it difficult to do the Nadi Shuddhi Pranayama, just he took this tip, and when he did that, he was able to do it. To his surprise, he need not close the one nostril, to breathe through the other. So this is also a psychic process. You can do it without touching the body. So this facilitates the movement of the biocurrent from below upwards to accumulation in the brain, in the higher centers, the Sahasrara and the other. Okay. Hello.
Yes. Yes. Thank you, Aya. That's a beautiful explanation. But Aya, somebody has asked, he has done it through chanting the mantra, and he is able to do it. Is it possible through doing mantra also?
Energy is not yours or mine. It is not, energy is not to the Mooladhara or to the Sahasradhara. Energy is not for the good or for the bad. It is common. It can do anything. So it can be initiated by bodily maneuvers like this, the breathing practices or eyeball practices or Ashwani Mudra practices or all these things. This can also be done by sound mechanics, by mantra, uttering the mantra, the same effect comes. Energy is neutral. It will dance to any tune you play.
Okay. Thank you, Aya.
Right.
I'll unmute Mr. Muniratnam Reddy. Please unmute. Yeah, thank you.
Sir, வாழ்க வளமுடன், sir.
வாழ்க வளமுடன்.
Sir, I am really very happy, sir, because your explanation is extraordinary, and we are also there. I am also joined in this Sky Trust during the year 2015. Till date, we are doing this meditation. but which you are telling today is very much extraordinary, sir. I am feeling very happy, sir. Really, I am doing meditation while you are explaining about the ajna. I am following the same thing, and I get a lot of experience during this thing. I'm very much thankful to you, sir.
I'm happy to know that what I am telling is working.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. So all these days I am doing, but while you are explaining, I am following the same thing, and I am going like that. Only with your experience you can able to tell that. I am very happy, sir.
Thank you.
One thing, sir. You said that you have to touch the tongue upper side of the mouth, na? But how long it is? We have to keep that.
Once you keep your tongue there,
yes,
and
sir.
close your mouth,
yes,
and relax,
yes, sir.
the position of the tongue will
yes,
become imperceptible. You will not be having the feeling of keeping the tongue there. You will forget the tongue. You will proceed with the meditation.
Okay,
and your tongue will help you. Remaining in that position will help you.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Thank you very much, sir. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
I'm very happy.
Thank you, sir. Renu, please unmute.
Sorry, it took some time. Thank you. Thank you, doctor, for the wonderful explanation. I just had a question. See, in the beginning, when you started the lecture, you asked us, why do we say divine, the atmosphere around us is purified by the divine energy? And you gave us an explanation. While doing the same thing in Tamil, we say, Nalla Daiviga Atrud, we say. Okay. I want to know why is it the first the wordings are different here, and then Daiviga Atral itself means it's divine energy. So why do you specially use the adjective good over there?
Because we are all in the dualities. We have always the good and bad. And the divine energy also, the Almighty only has given blessings to Devas and Asuras. For Almighty, good or bad is not there. He doesn't differentiate good or bad. He simply responds to what is demanded. So we want to make sure that we go with the good, which will help our meditation, rather than the bad, which will disturb our focusing. Okay. Hello.
Yes. Yes, Reen. I'll unmute you, Reen.
Right.
Yes.
Okay. Sorry, doctor. I got muted. So my question is: so when so I understand that divine is maybe good or bad divine or whatever. You just need to
Divine
connect to the
is
energy.
neutral.
Okay, divine is neutral. Okay. Okay, divine is neutral. So to connect,
Because
you are saying you using the word good in Tamil.
Absolute space, changeless.
Okay.
Maintaining the same.
Okay.
Here, the attributes of the absolute space, which Maharishi gives, which no other Bhakta gives, the Jnani gives. So it is all helpful in your practicing of the meditation.
Okay. So why have we not used the word, the same word in English? As in, why didn't Swamiji use that same word in English? So when we say Nalla Atral, Nalla Daiviga Atral, then we should have used a similar thing of maybe good divine energy or something. I'm just curious, doctor. Just
there it is. After all, English is foreign to Maharishi.
Okay. 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 Thank you, doctor. Thank you for your time. Thank you so much. Very helpful. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you, Rini. That was a really interesting question that you asked, doctor. So Baldev, I'll unmute you.
Yes,
sir. Thank you.
Sir, I have a melanosis in my left eye, which is like a a brown pigment, and it is slightly growing. So is there any cure for it? Like when we meditate, I mean, how does it affect?
You have a
melanosis,
brown, is it?
which is a brown pigment in the left eye.
Left side in the white area
Eye.
or in the
Left eye.
black?
White
The-
area, yes.
Yes, yes. It won't affect. It won't affect.
I'm observing that it is growing slightly. So
That is the physical condition unconnected with the meditation. You can see the eye doctor. If you want me to answer, you can come over to Coimbatore and I can see and tell you.
okay. Yes, sir.
Okay.
I would like to meet you like when I get a chance to come there.
Welcome.
Okay. Like how can I get the details, sir?
Huh?
How can I get your address or like further details so that I can meet you?
You ask the organizers the mobile number.
Okay.
Yeah, I'll give. So I'll just give the number to.
I myself will tell 94433.
Sir, 1 second. Yes, sir.
94433 39210.
Okay, sir. 94433 39210.
Right.
So till then I can continue with meditation. I mean, there won't be any side
See,
effects.
we have to identify what it is and then only treat.
Okay, okay.
Right.
And does it have...
without
Okay.
knowing who is calling, we will not be able to answer them.
Okay, okay.
Right.
And sir, like, is this related to melatonin release, which is
No.
caused by meditation?
Melatonin, it doesn't accumulate there like that.
Okay.
Medically, we are sure it is not melatonin.
Okay. So should I stop doing like a Panchendriya meditation or any specific kind of meditation because of this?
It is something like, should I stop reading to get good marks?
Okay.
So your Panchendriya meditation, meditation on eyes will normalize your eye, whatever be the disease affected with. It doesn't require a diagnosis like me. Your meditation doesn't require a diagnosis. It will normalize the eye, whatever it is. So if your meditation has enough strength, it will remove the brown pigment collection there. Okay.
I felt like it started growing after I started meditating. Before
We
it was...
We will leave it at this point. So because it becomes an individual question,
Okay.
which others may not be interested.
Yes.
So we will do it separately.
Okay, sir. Thank you, sir.
Mr. Baldev, we can call doctor and ask him. Okay?
Yeah,
Thank
sure,
you so
sir.
much. Yeah,
Thank you,
வாழ்க
sir.
வளமுடன்.
Bye.
Soumya ma'am, you can unmute and talk. Yes. Ma'am, you can talk.
Namaste, Dr. Ravindranath.
Yes.
My name is Soumya. So I am a beginner in this meditation practice. So
Welcome.
as you were talking about Ajna Chakra meditation, so many things we added, like using the Yoni Mudra, and then rolling our eyes upwards, that is what, and then concentrating on one eye, concentrating on the Ajna Chakra. So it's, I don't know, because we initially practiced Ajna meditation, and then right now we are only practicing Turiya, Turiya, and 9 center, and
You have to do Ajna every day.
Yeah, that's what I was going to ask. So this Ajna Chakra, as you said, to feel that the three different feelings, that is the heat and pressure
and light.
Light. So which when we are doing these other ones, we start with the Ajna Chakra. I don't think I feel so many things at all. So do we need to
No, you
practice
don't
it
give
every
time.
day?
You don't give time. That's how on some days we do only Ajna meditation. In some
Okay.
days we do only Turiya meditation. In some days you do other meditations.
Okay. But I have, whenever there are no thoughts coming in the morning, I can feel one of these things sometimes, that intense heat.
If you get hold of your seniors,
Okay.
they will help you to, who have listened to this lecture, will help you to do, take the help of eye, breath, Ashwani Mudra, Kesari Mudra, all those things to facilitate the meditation. They are not essential, but they will help you boost your feeling, perception in meditation.
Okay.
So even without it, you will get it.
Yeah, sometimes I can get that spinning and sometimes that little heat and pressure. Sometimes initially it used to be like itching.
Oh yes, anything it can be. It is all magnetism.
The biomagnetic, we are feeling the energy at that center because we are concentrating there.
Right.
Thank you. Thank you, Soumya, man.
Thank you. Thank you.
I have a question,
Yes.
Would you suggest for the beginners to concentrate more on Agnya Chakra and then Shanti, and then go on to the higher level of meditation? What is your advice, Aya? Because the beginners
You follow
now...
Maharishi.
Yes.
You follow
Okay.
Maharishi.
Yes.
When he was not under the pressure of time, he used to give initiation a week to go, sometime longer than that. And then when he feels the heaviness of the head or complaints of pain in the head, he will give Shanti. Not before that. But nowadays, we are conducting introductory course in 3 days. First day, Agnya. Second day, the Shanti. Third day, Turiya, and then discharge. Leave him. Like that. This is because of the Hari Bari world.
Okay. Yes, that's true, Aya. So it is better that we become more. Yes, Aya, please.
Yeah. Thank you, Doctor. I think it's almost going to be 8 o'clock. We are not able to. It's been, we never knew that so much of time has passed. It was a very interesting talk, followed by very interesting questions as well. Yes, we would definitely like to have some more lectures, a series of lectures from Dr. Ravindranath to
as you have Dr. Balachandra, Jayanti, and Rajshekhar with you, you can ask all the questions to them. They will be able to answer better than me.
Yes, I think he is ending up. Indians are supposed to be enjoying comedies. You know what is a comedy, sir? Comedy.
And I know Balachandra enjoys comedy very much.
There is an English definition of comedy, slightly different from what we generally think. Any picture or any drama, if it ends beautifully, if it ends on a positive note, that is supposed to be a comedy. If it ends with the hero dying, then it's a tragedy. Indians like comedy. Rama may be having all the problems in his life, but ultimately if he and Sita meets and they live happily ever after, that's a comedy. Okay. So
right.
Dr. Ravindranath ends up with a joke because we all love comedy, So don't take him seriously in that part of it, but otherwise it has been a wonderful lecture. Yes, many of us have been doing meditation, but we didn't get the scientific explanation. It's scientists coming and telling us the atmosphere around us is what exactly is happening. So let us dwell deep into these things and do meditation with even more concentration on these things. Definitely we'll be better off. So thank you once again for, in spite of all the busy schedule, you have been taking time and giving a wonderful lecture. And we would like to continue to have such series of lectures whenever you find time. Thank you once again, sir. And all the participants for having asked excellent questions.
Yeah, thank you. I also want to thank Ayya because I contacted him and he readily agreed to give this lecture. So I want to thank him personally. Thank you, Ayya. I will be doing a series of lectures, Ayya. Thank you. Be blessed by that.
வாழ்க வளமுடன்.
Thank you, Ayya. வாழ்க வளமுடன்.
Yeah, madam. So we'll conclude this session with this. Yeah, thank you all.
Thank you. வாழ்க வளமுடன்.
Once again, we have this weekly meetings. Again, next Sunday, we'll be having such a lecture. And also we have a daily group meditations, morning and evening. People can join in those things as well. The same number, same ID and password. Morning it starts at 6 o'clock, is it? 6 o'clock to 7:30, and evening 6:30 to 8. All of you are welcome. Thank you. Once again, we conclude the session with this. Be blessed by the divine. Be blessed by the divine.
Leave.